It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON. I'm Gwendolyn Morton with your Daily Community Briefing brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Affordable Heating and Air, Mountain Adventures, Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond, Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea, and Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea. We're going to start the newscast out today with news out of Winchester. The Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch arrested Kevin J. Wright, 44, on charges related to child sexual abuse material. Mr. Wright was arrested as the result of an undercover Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. The KSP Electronic Crime Branch began the investigation after discovering the suspect uploading images of child sexual exploitation online. The investigation resulted in the execution of a search warrant at a residence in Winchester on March the 18th, 2021. Equipment used to facilitate the crime was seized and taken to KSP's Digital Forensic Laboratory for examination. The investigation is ongoing. Mr. Wright is currently charged with 20 counts of possession of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor, a Class D felony. Mr. Wright was lodged in the Clark County Detention Center. A Pulaski County man is now charged with murder after he had to be chased by police both on foot and by car. The suspect, 22-year-old Samuel Baker, was taken into custody Thursday for the death of a 62-year-old man. According to the police report, Baker showed up at his father's house on Norfleet Road at about 9:30 p.m. Thursday and was asked to leave shortly after by his father and the victim, Robert Claunch. The father reported to police that he went into his bedroom after asking his son to leave the house. He said that he then heard gunshots from the kitchen. The father, Ronald Baker, then came back into the kitchen where he located the victim, Claunch, with a fatal gunshot wound. Samuel Baker left the scene in a vehicle and was later spotted in Casey County by the sheriff's office. Following a pursuit, Samuel Baker abandoned the car and took off into a wooded area before being arrested by police. Baker was taken to the Casey County Detention Center and charged with murder, fleeing and evading, reckless driving, possession of marijuana, and resisting arrest. White House clinics will offer a Moderna vaccine to patients or community members in the 1A, 1B, and 1C categories. Vaccine clinics will be held in Berea on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. That's the week of March the 22nd. Those interested in receiving a vaccine should visit www.whitehouseclinic.com to add their name to the waiting list, or you can call 1-855-WH-APPTS. That's 855-942-7787 for that vaccine. Scott County Coroner John Goebel and retired Kentucky State Police Trooper Michael Crawford have been indicted on federal charges tied to guns and ammo allegedly stolen from the Kentucky State Police. The two are expected to appear in court on April the 12th. State charges are still pending against the two. As many vaccine clinics seem to be full with appointments, it's important to know how to get all your options available to you in the central and eastern Kentucky area. To get more information on the large vaccination clinic at EKU, which is a joint effort by the Health Department and Baptist Health Richmond, WBON TV spoke to Dr. Erica Gregonis with this story. Marissa Hempel filed the report.
After opening earlier this month, it seems that the declining cases in Madison County may be due to the regional vaccine clinic, which opened on EKU's campus. Dr. Erica Gregonis from Baptist Health Richmond explained how the vaccine clinic has been going so far and if they're going to get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine as well as Moderna and Pfizer, which they're already offering.
Regional vaccine centers, we get what the state gives to us. I will say we are open to whatever vaccine the state needs to give us. I will say that I think a lot of the Johnson vaccines will probably not go to regional vaccine centers because it is a one-dose vaccine. It doesn't have the storage requirements. So a lot of the smaller pharmacies and a lot of the smaller outlying clinics are going to be able to give Johnson & Johnson very easily. So I'm assuming they're going to reserve a lot of that for those clinics. And those of us that have that capability of the cold storage will probably continue to get Pfizer and Moderna.
Grigonis also gave an update on how many people have been vaccinated in the short time that the center has been opened.
We are currently giving first and second dose, or starting to give second doses. I believe next week of Pfizer, given over 2,200 first doses already of Pfizer, but I believe next week is when we start giving second doses.
If you're interested in being administered the vaccine at the Perkins Building on EKU's campus, Grigonis says you do need to make an appointment.
Yes, it is appointment only, and you go to scheduleyourvaccine.com, and then they will allow them to schedule, and we're scheduling everybody in one seat. We are down to one seat, and it's open to all patients in one seat.
Stay tuned right here as WBON TV will continue to give you the latest COVID numbers and vaccine information important to you. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa, for that report. With that, we're going to go to our first break of the day. We'll be right back with more news and those COVID numbers with WBON TV. I'm Gwendolyn Morton.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985. Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON. The Daily Community Briefing is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Get your power equipment ready for spring at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Let Bishop service your mower, North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Affordable heating and air for all your heating and air needs. Call Brian with Affordable Heating and Air Conditioning at 859-779-0122. And Mountain Adventures. Get everything you need for your next family meal at Mountain Adventures. They've got all the fruits, vegetables, and locally produced meats located at 70 River Drive in Irvine. Out from the U.S. Forest Service at Daniel Boone National Campground, Bee Rock Campground remains closed due to vandalism. Unfortunately, some incredibly disrespectful and uncaring individuals have once again set fire to the historic CCC Sublimity Bridge that connects Pulaski and Laurel counties at Bee Rock Campground this past weekend. The contractor was working to finalize repairs to the bridge from the 2019 flood when a 14-foot span was burned. This time, a much larger 40-plus foot portion of the bridge was destroyed, including the water line that runs underneath the bridge. Both sides of the campground have sustained damage to the gates by vandals trying to illegally access the campground. Work has been ongoing on both sides of the campground. Most recently, recreation staff has been busy working to reconstruct the Pulaski County side of the campground when it once again flooded. Work was in progress on the Sublimity Bridge, resulting in scaffolding being damaged or washed away as the river rose to the bottom of the bridge. An 8-person American Conservation Experience trail crew is scheduled to work beginning April 5th to again begin reconstructing campsites, stairs, and pathways. In 2020, an ACE trail crew and AmeriCorps crew worked hard to rebuild each site. When this work is completed, the campground will have been completely rebuilt. It is the Forest Service desire to try to reopen the Laurel County side of Bee Rock Campground this summer for camping, barring any major weather-related or vandalism setbacks. At this time, Bee Rock is closed to all access, including foot travel, to limit personal exposure and protect equipment and materials from future vandalism. They apologize for the restricted access, but say, quote, "A few bad apples have ruined the access for everyone to enjoy." Well, U.S. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell announced Thursday 11 Kentucky airports received a total of over $13 million to support operations during the coronavirus crisis. The federal funding distributed by the Federal Aviation Administration was available by the Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act, which Senator McConnell negotiated and led to enactment in December. One of the awards was issued to the Madison County Airport Board to the tune of about $13,000. After a year of severe economic hardship from the coronavirus crisis, Kentucky's airports are primed to climb to new heights. I'm proud of the bipartisan relief legislation I negotiated to deliver additional resources to put wind at their back, said Senator McConnell. As our Commonwealth continues to work to defeat the virus, airports across the Bluegrass are ready to help passengers reach their destinations. I will continue to partner with the Kentucky communities to end the crisis and come roaring back, said McConnell. According to the FAA, the funding can be used for costs ranging from operations and personnel to sanitation and combating the spread of pathogens at the airport. The City of Berea Parks and Recreation Committee voted Monday night to accept a proposal for a dog park at the end of Harrison Road next to the parking lot of the Berea Municipality's utilities. The following evening, the plan was approved by the Berea City Council. Berea City Administrator David Gregory presented the plan to the committee, which includes 3 fenced-off areas accessible with gates, 6 park benches, 2 animal waste disposal sites, as well as water bottle filling dog watering stations. The cost is currently projected to be under $20,000, which is under budget. Committee Chair John Payne said that there will be additions to the facility, such as picnic tables and shades, but funding for those later additions may be sought through private efforts. The 3 pens will be approximately 1/3 of an acre each. Good news there for Berea and the dogs over there. Well, Tasty Tuesdays, hosted by Richmond Parks and Recreation, has been off to a good start after its grand opening earlier this month. However, Mason Chambly of Parks and Rec says they are continuing to expand, as well as looking for more local businesses to participate. The outdoor event hosts food trucks in an effort to be COVID safe while still supporting local businesses in a fun environment. To get that story, here's Marissa Hempel.
Tasty Tuesdays in Richmond, organized by the Richmond Parks and Recreation Department, has already been a great success. For more information, here's Mason Chambly of Parks and Rec.
Tasty Tuesdays is something that we're trying to do this year to, one, bring people back out after a really rough year of social distancing, quarantining, being inside for almost 12 months. So we're wanting people to get back out and have things to do in the community. And additionally, we understand that it's been a pretty difficult year for restaurants in general, but specifically people that operate food trucks or mobile food units, because a lot of times they set up, they're at a bar or at a festival, and a lot of that's been cut out. So we know they've been struggling. So we're trying to bring those people out, give them kind of a weekly opportunity to sell and to generate business for themselves, while also ensuring that people in Richmond are community members, have this fun outlet to go to participate in something that's kind of unique that we haven't really done in this city before. And so every Tuesday going on currently, we started March 9th, we are having a couple food trucks come out to the Urban McDowell Park on Tuesdays for Tasty Tuesday, 5 from 8 p.m. And basically it's just a bunch of food trucks set up having a good time. And we've had a really great turnout so far. I think we've had, roughly 100 to 150 people come and purchase things each week, and so this is a really awesome thing for us to be able to have here.
Chambly says there are still openings available for vendors with food trucks or local businesses who wish to participate.
We do have, requirements that need to be met along the lines of the food truck ordinance that the city of Richmond passed back in 2019. And those 4 basic requirements are: 1, you need to have a city of Richmond business license. You need to have a Madison County health inspection. You need to have a fire inspection conducted by the fire marshal's office here in Richmond. And then you need to have your standard insurance for your mobile food unit and your business to cover liabilities, things like that. And all that information can be found on our website and at the sign-up form. But there is no fee for any food truck who wants to set up. All you have to do is complete that form, provide us that documented paperwork, and we will get you on the schedule. And we're very flexible with the schedule. If you're available only, one Tuesday this month or one Tuesday next month, we're totally fine working with that. We're not asking anyone to commit, every Tuesday, every month. It's kind of what you're available, because we really want to do this for you and give you this opportunity to sell and be, a very strong business again.
He added that there is a plan to keep this running through the summer and warmer months.
We currently have a plan to have this running through the summer, barring anything unexpected occurring. And we're planning on adding more food trucks, as it goes along. As the weather gets better, more people get vaccinated and more people are coming out. We do plan to expand the number we hold each week. Something really exciting that we're doing and that we're going to bring to this event is that we're going to have Dreaming Creek Brewery. They're going to have kind of just a mobile unit at this starting April 6th. Then we'll be selling beer at the Tasty Tuesdays events. So that's a really exciting thing for us to add. And we're really hoping that that additional aspect brings even more people out to enjoy the wonderful weather we're having.
If you're interested in participating, Chambly says it's easy to sign up.
Feel free to visit our website. We have a pretty full calendar. I can't remember all of it off the top of my head. One of the big things that we're pushing now and that we've added is the Richmond Outdoor Committee or the Richmond Rocks Committee. And they're going to be doing a lot of terrific stuff every month, helping to get people outdoors and more active. For example, they had a partnership with Mike's Hike and Bike. Mike helped explain camping and hiking and backpacking tips. And so those are the kind of things people can expect kind of every month from the Richmond Outdoors Committee as we get up and going and we start to really push some more outdoor friendly activities for the summer.
For stories just like this that pertain to Eastern and Central Kentucky, always stay tuned right here to your Wallingford broadcasting stations. For Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa, for that report. Well, the Kentucky State Police recovered a stolen commercial vehicle on March 17, 2021. Officer Mark Puckett with KSP Commercial Vehicle Enforcement stopped a 2016 blue Peterbilt tractor trailer after observing the vehicle on a non-designated route for commercial vehicle travel. During the course of his commercial vehicle inspection and through investigation, Officer Puckett learned that the vehicle being operated was reported stolen out of Clayton County, Georgia. Further investigation found that the driver, 42-year-old Allie J. Lee of Roselle, New Jersey, was also in possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. Lee was arrested without further incident and lodged in the Clark County Detention Center on following charges: receiving stolen property over $10,000, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, over the length and over the width on non-designated highway. Well, with that, we're going to go to the second break of the day. We'll be right back with that governor's report from Ron and, of course, all the COVID numbers from around the state. We'll be right back here on WBON TV.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Mountain Adventures is a new, unique store open in Irvin. They have both fruits and vegetables from local farmers and from farmers around the state. Stop in and see their huge selection of bananas, oranges, watermelons, plus potatoes, corn, green beans, and so much more. Mountain Adventures has also teamed up with Two Farms Meat to offer Estill Countyans a place to get your meats and all the other fixings, plus jams, jellies, and they also offer gift baskets. At Mountain Adventures, located at 70 River Drive in Irvin, or like them on Facebook.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Jerry Goebel today.
Donate or shop at the new location for the Habitat Restore in Madison County. The proceeds from the Habitat Restore go towards helping build a home for someone in need. Shop, donate, or volunteer at the new location for the Habitat Restore in the old CVS Pharmacy building on Main Street in Richmond.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are gonna drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's gonna put the work in the first place?
Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is your outlet for bulk landscaping materials. They have served the community with their huge selection of decorative gravels and bulk mulch for over 16 years. Announcing new for 2021, Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply is offering trees and shrubs. They serve landscapers, business owners, and homeowners alike. Add a landscape bed or spruce up your garden with plants and ground covers from Sticks and Stones Landscape Supply. Minutes from Richmond, just off exit 76 in Berea. 102 Spring Circle Drive, 986-2985. Welcome back to the Daily Community Briefing on WBON TV, brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. Davis and Powell Funeral Home in Berea has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis and Powell Funeral Home. And Always Growing Children's Resale Store in Berea, just down from Ace Hardware in the Strip Mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, they buy your children's gently worn clothing. And we're going to go right on into the governor's report with Ron Likens.
Governor Beshear is happy with the latest numbers of COVID-19 and especially the positivity rate. During yesterday's update, he gave the numbers and had some good news for bars and restaurants.
All right, today's COVID report, 785 new cases of COVID-19. Our hospitalization, ICU, and ventilators are all fairly stable, up or down, just a handful. Our positivity rate today, 3.23%, the lowest since July the 3rd. That's why we feel comfortable in extending the curfew for restaurants and bars by an hour. And again, as we move forward, if things keep getting better, we'll incrementally loosen. But we got to be careful with just 2 months and a couple weeks to go that we don't get reckless.
The governor also announced as of Monday he's opening the vaccine to even a younger group.
Beginning Monday, we are asking vaccine providers to further open up priority group 1C to all Kentuckians 50 years or older. Remember, right now, 1C is Kentuckians 60 and older that have at-risk conditions that make them at risk to COVID as defined by the CDC, essential workers, and some others. Now, we are opening this up to all Kentuckians 50 and older as well. You will be able to start signing up. You can start signing up for any appointment beginning Monday or later right now, and you can also check with vaccine providers that are working through the weekend, because if they have any excess capacity, they can and they should come down a group to get you or anybody else to make sure they get all of their vaccine used every week.
From the Channel 9 newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
Thanks, Ron, for that report. We're going to take a look at the daily incidence rate now. Here in Madison County, unfortunately, we had that one day in the yellow, but now we are back in the orange, just barely above the threshold at 11.1. Around our area, lots of orange. Jessamine, Fayette, Clark, Montgomery, Powell, Estill, all in the orange. Jackson and Rockcastle in the orange as well. But we do have some yellows, too. Garrett County, Lincoln County, Boyle, Mercer, Woodford, all in the yellow today. And we also have 4 green counties. Good numbers there. Fulton, Lee, Menifee, and Elliott all in the green today. And red counties, we now have a total of 8 red counties: Lyon, Hopkins, Butler, Simpson, Laurel, Clay, and Knox, as well as Carroll County in the red. And just for a moment, I want to take a minute just to show you something. This is our coverage today, and I just want to take a look. This is the map from the 1st of January, January 6th, so you can see how far we've come in just 6 to 8 weeks there. So very quickly, we are going in a good direction. Madison County, like I said, we are back in the orange today. We spent one day in the yellow before, jacking it back up to 11, but we're really close to that mark, and hopefully over the weekend we can move back down into the yellow and then eventually down into the green. 5 new cases here in Madison County, 62 active cases across Madison County, and those are the numbers for today in Madison County. And now for EKU, 232 cases, 66 residential, 112 non-residential, with 225 recovered. Now, if you're not feeling well, go ahead and get a test, and you can do that today in Richmond at the White House Clinic. Big Hill Christian Church until 5:30, Lancaster until 5 at the Garrett County Health Department, And then tomorrow, Richmond White House Clinic until 1 p.m. from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We'll be back on Monday with another episode of our daily briefing. We'll see you then. Have a great weekend from us here at WBON TV, and I'm Gwendolyn Morton.